Good morning students. Today we go through 5 more questions of the lesson Principles of Ecology, that is 6th lesson in plus 2 Biobotany. First 5 mark of this lesson is list out the morphological and anatomical adaptations of halophyte with example. Answer is given in page number 126 and 27. 126 and 127. In page number 126, under the heading right side of the page, morphological adaptation, there are 6 points are given. First about habit of the halophyte. The next pneumatophores. What are pneumatophores? Then third one, presence of cuticle. Fourth one about leaves. Leaves are thick. And viviparous, mode of seed germination. All these 6 points are for morphological adaptation, and for anatomical adaptation about stem. Epidermal cells of the stem is cutinized and star-shaped and H-shaped, heavy thickened spicules that provide mechanical support to the cortex. Then third point about leaves, dorsiventral or isobilateral with salt secreting glands. That is enough. Under anatomical adaptation, there are only 3 points. The next question is, what are epiphytes? List out the morphological and anatomical adaptation of epiphyte with the example. Answer is given in page number 125, 126. What are epiphytes? Last of the paragraph. Epiphytes are plants which grow perched on other plants. They use the supporting plants only for shelter and not for water and food supply. Close the bracket. Then morphological adaptation. They are given 8 points. First point about root. Second point also about root, clinging root and adial root. Then you have to write a velamen tissue. The next about a stem, succulent stem. And next about leaves. Leaves may be leathery or fleshy. Then myrmecophily is seen. What is myrmecophily? And next is fruits and seeds are very small and seed dispersal by wind. And below that, anatomical adaptation is given. Under anatomical adaptation, there are 3 points. First about multilayered epidermis presence of the cuticle, succulent epiphytes contain well-developed parenchymatous cell. Then students, third question, third 5 mark is, what are mesophytes? List out the morphological and anatomical adaptations of mesophyte with example. Answer is given in page number 125. In page number 125, mesophytes, under the heading right side of the page it is given mesophyte. Under the heading mesophyte, the plants which live in moderate condition are known as mesophyte. Example, hibiscus and maize. Under morphological adaptation, there are 3 points are given. In one from root and one from stem, then leaves. Then anatomical adaptation, cuticle, about cuticle, epidermis, mesophyll and vascular and mechanical tissue is given. The next question, close the bracket. The next question, fourth question, list out the anatomical adaptations of xerophyte. List out the anatomical adaptations of xerophyte. Answer is given in page number 125. In page number 125, the anatomical adaptations of xerophyte are presence of multilayered epidermis 1, thick cuticle to prevent water loss 2, hypodermis is well developed, sunken stomata present, scotoactive stomata present, vascular bundles are well developed, mesophyll is well differentiated into palisade spongy, and succulent stem possess water storage region. The next question, question number 5. List out the morphological adaptations of xerophyte. Answer is given in page number 124 and 125. Under the heading in stem, morphological adaptation is given at the bottom of the page. First about root. Root system well developed. Root hairs and root caps are also well developed. Third point in stem. Stems are hardy and woody. Stems are covered with a wax coat. Then about the phylloclad, you have to write cladode, phylloid. What is phylloclad? What is cladode? What is phylloid? Then about leaves, that is given in the page number 125. Leaves are generally leathery or shiny. And some plants like euphorbia, acacia, stipules modified into spines. Entire leaves are modified into spines in opentia. Close the bracket. The next sixth question of the lesson is, what are xerophyte? What are the two types of xerophytic habitat? Explain the three types of xerophyte with example. Three questions are combined and given here. First is, what is xerophyte? Answer is given in page number 123-24. First, page number 123, what is xerophyte? Plants which are living in dry and xeric condition are called xerophyte. Second is about habitat, types of habitat. Physical dryness, that is, this habitat soil has little amount of water due to the inability of soil to hold water because of low rainfall. Physiological dryness means the soil is with a sufficient amount of water, but plants are unable to absorb water because of the absence of capillary spaces. Then next question, what are the three types of xerophyte? It is given in page number 123. Ephemerals, succulents, non-succulents. Ephemerals are also called not true xerophyte. They are drought escapers because they have very short span of life. Example, Argemone tribulus. And succulents means these are drought enduring plants. Example, Opentia aloe. Non-succulent plants are true xerophyte. They are also called drought resistant plant. Example, Casuarina nereum sisyphus. Close the bracket. The next question, seventh question, list out the anatomical adaptations of hydrophyte with example. List out the anatomical adaptations of hydrophyte with example. Page number 123. Answer is given in page number 123. Seventh question. In page number 123, last of the page given anatomical adaptation. First about cuticle. Next point is about a single layer of epidermis. Third, cortex is well developed. Fourth, vascular tissues are poorly developed. Fifth, mechanical tissues are generally absent. The next question, eighth question, what are hydrophytes? List out the morphological adaptations of hydrophyte. Page number 123 it is given. Hydrophyte, what are hydrophytes? Page number 122. What are hydrophytes? Hydrophytes are plants which are living in water or wet places are called hydrophytes. And the morphological adaptations of hydrophytes are, is given in page number 123. First about roots. Roots are totally absent, some poorly developed and in some well developed. In the place of some you have to write the example Wolffia hydrilla ranunculus. Then root caps are replaced by root pocket. Next about stem. Stem is long, slender, spongy. Free floating form stem is thick, stoloniferous and spongy. Vegetative propagation through runner, stole on stem, stem cutting, root cutting, etc. Leaves are thin, long, ribbon shaped. The floating leaves are large, flat in Nymphea nelumbo, and heterophyly type of leaf is seen in ranunculus. That's all. That point is enough. And students, heterophyly is another one important 2-mark question. We have already seen in 2 marks. The next question, 9th question, classify hydrophytes in detail. Hydrophytes means plants which answer is given in page number 122. Hydrophytes are plants which live in water or wet places are called hydrophytes. Then 5 types of hydrophytes it is given. Free floating hydrophytes. Plants freely float on water. Example, Iconia pistia. Rooted floating hydrophyte. The roots are fixed in mud, but their leaves and flowers are floating on the surface. Example, Nelumbo nymphea. Submerged floating hydrophytes are plants completely submerged in water. Example, Ceratophyllum utricularia. Rooted submerged hydrophytes are plants completely submerged in water and rooted in soil and not contact with air. Example, Hydrilla vallisneria. Amphibious hydrophytes are plants which adapt to both aquatic and terrestrial mode of life. Example, Ranunculus, Typha, Sagittaria. Students, next question, 10th question. Define interspecific interaction. Classify the 3 types in detail with example. Answer is given in page number 120, 21. Interspecific interaction. What is interspecific interaction is given in page number 120. That is under the heading interspecific competition given now. From that you have to write. It is an interaction between individual or different species. This is the definition for interspecific interaction. Then classify the three types of interaction in detail with example. For that answer is given in page number 121. Three types of interspecific interaction are mimicry, one, myrmecophily, and co-evolution. Mimicry means it's a phenomenon in which living organism modifies form, appearance, structure, and behavior and look like other organism. And this is of two types: floral mimicry, animal mimicry. Example for floral mimicry is orifice and orchid. Animal mimicry is Casuarium morosus and stick insect. Then what is myrmecophily? And in that paragraph, from the third line, and act as bodyguards of the plants against any disturbing agent, and plants in turn provide food and shelter to this ant. Example, acacia and acacia ant. Then co-evolution means interaction between organisms which continues for generation, involves reciprocal changes in genetic and morphological characters of both organisms. Example, corolla length and proboscis length of butterflies and moth. Then 11th question. Define interaction. Tabulate the different type of interaction with the example. Define interaction. Answer for this question is given in page number, first about interaction. Define interaction. For that answer is given in page number 118. Page number 118, under the heading biotic factors, come to the fourth point of the paragraph. The plants mostly which lives together in a community and influence one another is called interaction. And tabulate the different types of interaction. Answer is given in page number 118, tabular. Within one tabular column, it is given no answer. Positive interaction and negative interaction, two types. Under positive interaction, there are two types. They are mutualism, commensalism. Negative interaction are of four types: predation, parasitism, competition, commensalism. All these questions you already studied for 2 marks and 3 mark question with the example. That is given in short form within the tabular column. You learn this. First of all, you read the passage for mutualism, commensalism once and understand the points. Pick out the most important point for that. Then write this tabular column in a note. Practice this for your exams. The next question is question number 12. Question number 12. Parasitism. What is parasitism? Explain parasitism in detail. Answer is given in page number 120. What is parasitism? Parasitism is an interaction between two different species in which a smaller partner obtains food from larger partner. Parasitism are of two types below that heading: holoparasite and hemiparasite. Holoparasite or parasite which depend upon the host plant for their entire nutrition are called holoparasite. It is always called total parasite. Cuscuta is a total stem parasite. Balanophora is a root parasite. Student, this is very, very important for 1 mark question. Which one is stem parasite? Cuscuta is a total stem parasite and Balanophora is a total root parasite. Then what is hemiparasite? The hemiparasites are organisms which derive only water and minerals from the host plant. And this is also called partial parasite because it need only water. It depend on the host for their water and minerals, not for food. Example, viscum and sandalum. Viscum is a partial stem parasite and sandalum is a partial root parasite. And another one point you have to learn is Haustoria, about Haustoria. All the parasites are having total or partial. All the parasites are having specialized fruit called Astoria. With the help of the Astoria, it pierces the stem to the level of xylem and phloem, that is in the steel region, vascular bundle region, and it absorbs food or water from the host. So you have to write that also. The next question is 13th question. Define topography. How topography affect vegetation in different area? Answer for this question is given in page number 117. Topography under the heading 6.2.3 topographic factors. Topography means the surface features of earth are called topography. It includes interaction of solar radiation, temperature, humidity. It is given in fourth line. Interaction of solar radiation, temperature, humidity, rainfall, latitude and altitude. All these come under topographic factors. And important topographic factors that affect vegetation in a region are latitude and altitude. Below that paragraph it is given latitude and altitude. Latitude represents distance from the equator and altitude, height above the sea level, is called altitude. Temperature values maximum at the equator and decreases towards pole. Then in the point altitude, at high altitude the velocity of wind remains high, temperature and air pressure decreases while humidity and intensity of light increases. So vegetation at a different altitude varies among distinct zonation. Then direction of mountain. Below under that heading there is given two paragraph. Read the paragraph, and already this you studied for 1 mark, and I told for 1 mark and 2 marks is important. That point is enough for this direction of mountain. And also for steepness of mountain. The steepness also I already said in 2 mark question. Refer the previous videos for these questions. The next question is 14th question. Define soil profile. Tabulate different horizons of the soil profile. Page number 116. Answer is given in page number 116. Soil profile. Soil is commonly stratified into horizons at different depth. The section of superimposed horizon is called soil profile. And the soil profile. Tabulate different horizon of soil profile. Answer is given above that paragraph. One tabular column is given horizon, O horizon, organic horizon, A horizon, often rich in humus and minerals, B horizon. Like that one tabular column is tabulation is given. No, you have to write the tabulation from O horizon to R horizon. The next is 15th question. How soil factor affect vegetation in an area? Page number 115. Answer is given in page number 115. Soil factor. Different soil factors that affect vegetation in an area are soil moisture. Plant absorb rainwater and moisture directly from the air. Soil water. In that come to the fourth line. Second line, soil water affecting the distribution of plant. Second line it is given, and now come to the fourth line. Capillary water held between poor spaces of soil particle and angles between them in the most important form of water available in the plant. Then soil reaction. Soil may be acidic or alkaline or neutral in their reaction. And come to the fourth line. The best pH range of soil. Students, this is very important for 1 mark question. Best pH range of soil for cultivation of cropland is 5.5 to 6.8. Then soil nutrition. Full paragraph you have to write. Soil temperature also 3 lines. First 3 lines. Distribution of, up to distribution of plants. Then soil atmosphere. That also full 3 points. 1 point. 3 lines you write. Then soil organism. 7 points are there. You have to write the 7 points. Next question. What is fire? Classify fire. List out the effect of fire on vegetation. Page number 114. What is fire? Fire is an exothermic factor caused due to the chemical process of combustion releasing heat and light. The types of fire are ground fire, surface fire, crown fire. Below that it is given. Flameless subterranean fire is called ground fire. consumes herbs and shrubs are called surface fire, and burns forest canopy is called ground fire. Then effect of fire. Under the heading effect of fire, it is given 4 points. You have to write all the 4 points with the example. The next question and the last question of the lesson. Define wind, list out the effect of wind. Moving air is called wind. Answer is given in page number 114. Under the heading wind, air in motion is called wind. And composition of wind at nitrogen 78%, fourth line. That is not needed for 5 mark question. No need for 5 mark question. That point, nitrogen 78% and all, that point is not enough. No need. But you have to learn this point, understand this point for the 1 mark purpose. Nitrogen 78%, oxygen 21%, carbon dioxide 0.03%, argon and other gases 0.93%. And water vapor, gaseous pollutant, dust, smoke particle, microorganism, pollen grains, pores are present. Anemometer is the instrument used to measure the speed of light. Then the effect of wind. This is important point. They are given 8 points. Wind is important factor for the formation of rain. Starting from that point, flag form of trees. Up to that you have to write. So students, so far we have seen 17 questions in this lesson. 17 5 mark questions. Learn all the questions. This will be very easy for you because you have already learned these questions in 2 mark and 3 mark. Very shortened form it is given. If you learn the 2 marks and 3 mark, then it will be this 5 mark will be very easy. So from the beginning to the end of the lesson, for the exam purpose, that means during this year means in the corona period, after omitting the deleted portion, all the questions from the beginning till the end are given as 2 mark, 3 mark and 5 mark. So I hope you all covered with even you are ready with 1 mark also. Students, first you learn this question, understand the question and answer, learn the question and answer, write down 3 or 2 times, then only you will be thorough with the lesson and get ready for the examination. Thank you. God bless you.